guys, welcome back. It's Josh with the Financial Advisor Car Guy. So this week we're going to have a little story time. I wanted to share with you something I read on the internet. This is actually the second time I've read it. First time had to have been 2, maybe 3 years ago. But it's about the Corvette, the new C8 Corvette Z06. Now, when Chevy was doing all the R&D to build this car, they were looking at all the European manufacturers as their potential rivals, right? They're looking at a mid-engine supercar. Nothing else domestically competes, right? I mean, a Ford GT is the only other real domestic supercar with a mid-engine, and it's leaps and bounds above a Corvette. So they're not even trying to compete with that, so to speak. They were really looking at the likes of the Audi R8, the Lamborghini Gallardo or Huracan, McLarens, a lot of those guys. And so what they ended up doing was going on eBay. Now, this was all totally top secret during production or during R&D. They went on eBay and they purchased a Ferrari 458 V8 engine out of Poland, I believe, and had it shipped to Michigan, GM's plant or headquarters where they're doing all this design, and they dismantled this 458 V8 and wanted to figure out what made it tick, right? So they're trying to figure out how to build this thing. There's nothing else like it. And what's funny to me, I mean, I'm a Ford guy, so I laugh at this kind of stuff, but it's interesting to me because pretty much since that Corvette's been unveiled, everybody says it's a cheap knockoff of a Ferrari. It's what it looks like. It's, I mean, essentially very similarly shaped. Colors are similar, all the things. And so it's just fascinating to me that they actually did derive some of the internal components from a Ferrari 458. Now, as it got closer to ready for production, you know what? They actually reassembled that V8 and resold it. They took the proceeds, flipped right into a Ferrari 488 engine. Now, what they decided was that wasn't the route they wanted to go because they felt like it lacked soul. Now, the Ferrari 488 is turbocharged, not naturally aspirated like the 458. I'm gonna have to put on the screen what I find out here. I want to say that the 488 is still a V8, but it's twin turboed. That might be incorrect, but anyway, they felt like it lacked soul. It didn't have the naturally aspirated V8 feel any longer. So they ended up getting rid of the 488 engine, bought another 458, and continued their R&D. And so anyway, there's lots of bits and pieces off that C8 Z06 that have been derived from other supercars. Ferrari being one of the soul, the guts, the heart, the power plant of that Z06 was inspired by Ferrari. So when people see one on the road and they say, wow, that looks just like a Ferrari, there's more to it than just looks, right? But anyway, the long and short of it is GM did reinvent the wheel. They essentially took their closest competitor. That's even a hard thing to say out loud, right? Their closest competitor is a Ferrari. I don't think so. But they took what they wanted to compete with and really learned from it. But they had to do it covertly, right? They weren't just going to go down to the dealership and buy a Ferrari and then take it back to the shop and dismantle it. They didn't need any of that stuff. They didn't need to waste the money on a car. They just wanted to buy the engine. They paid $25,000 for it. And, honestly, if I'm building a supercar and I'm competing with the likes of Ferrari and Lamborghini, that's exactly what I'm doing. I think it's just good business. That's incredibly smart of them. And to have the foresight to even, sell it off by the 488 and then make sure that's not what they wanted to do. And then they went backwards. Honestly, I think that's all great. I think trial and error is a very important part when you're trying to develop a new car. And, when they're trying to do it at a fraction of the price, again, I said this before, I'm a Ford guy. I'm not a Chevy guy, but I don't hate how it looks. It's not my favorite car. So don't take that wrong. I don't hate how it looks. I still turn my head when I see one, driving downtown. Truth is, they do have really nice lines. There's things that I don't necessarily love about it, but for the most part, it's a pretty cool car, and it is relatively affordable for the performance. I don't think you can find a faster car or yeah, maybe not fast is the word, but quick, agile, all the things that this package puts together. Weight distribution and everything is flawless. All for under 100 grand. If you're looking at the Z06 variant, you're looking at over 100 grand, even though they were supposed to release the sticker price below. You're not finding them for that. And the Z06s are still pretty hard to get. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that notification bell. But most importantly, remember, make every investment you make be a good one. Till next time.